Welcome back to Grump's Park, where today we got something a little different, something bloody unexpected ish. Without further ado, let's show you. There you go, my wonderful Defender is back in the barn. And that's for the Trike. As you can see, she's all up in the air at the moment, literally. Now I've had a slightly dodgy disc on the back of this for a little while. Well, I didn't, to be fair, I didn't know it was definitely the back until today. But I had a good idea. There's the front discs on this I only replaced, what, 2 years ago? I was pretty sure it wasn't those. Hang on, let me get on the floor and then I'll show you. There we go. Look at that lovely disc. It's bowed in. That is really odd. Never seen one well like that before. Completely bowed in. And this has come across so far, there's not even a wear ridge there anymore. It's been braking on it. In fact, that's probably been most of the braking it's been doing, judging by this. Looks untouched. So yeah, I think I need to replace this, which means the Trike is going to take a little bit longer again, because I'm going to have to nick the discs that I just bought so I could put a new front disc on the Trike. Well, those discs for the Discovery front are identical to the rear ones on the Defender, which is rather handy, because I've just bought a complete new fucking set of discs, brake pads and retainers and everything, although these retainers are reusable. They've only been on there 2 fucking years. If you remember, I replaced all this. These were new. Look at the state of them for new ones. 2 years they've been there. This whole thing, look at the rust everywhere. Look at that, rotted. There's not even any paint on the brand new coil springs. Bloody terrible around here. Yeah, I mean, obviously the springs aren't rotted anyway and they'll be good for years and years, but there's no paint on them at all anymore. It'll come off in 2 years. Have I said 2 years before? Well, 2 years, definitely 2 years. Yeah, I'm sure about that. Fuck me. So yeah, I'm going to be replacing this, and while I'm at it, I might as well replace the other one. There's not much point in leaving that on there. If I'm doing one, I might as well do both, because I've got to replace the brake pads here, so I'm going to have to replace the brake pads the other side anyway. You never do those singly, it's not a good idea. They're very uneven braking, even more uneven than I'm getting at the moment. Oh well. At least when I fix this, it will stop my pedal pulsing up and down. Alright, let's get on with this. Although actually I'll be getting on with this tomorrow, I think. It's getting quite late in the day now. Oh, one more quick thing before I forget. After this, I won't be getting on with the Trike straight away. Surprise, surprise. Because the freeload is fucked up again. Only this time it's going to need a bit of TLC. In fact, I know of at least 2 jobs it needs. It's not starting. Oh, not starting properly, so I'm assuming that the bloody glow plugs are fucked on it. There again, I don't think it's ever had any, and it's an 18-year-old car now, so they're bound to be knackered. And they've been very reliable up until yesterday. And it's also starting to run like a piece of shit, which means something else is fucking about. Checked fault codes, and just a few old ones that were all over the place. Cleared them off. Started and ran it a couple of times. Nothing came back. So I think it's just going to be a general rip off of the inlet manifold and everything, clean everything up, disconnect all the sensors, take them out, actually clean them up probably. So I'll give everything a damn good going over as much as possible. See if we can sort out. Oh, and I've got to put a new handbrake on it because the cable was absolutely fucked, which means that the handbrake sticks on if you use it because the cable's so stretched. It doesn't take things back to normal again afterwards. But yeah, so we've got a couple of videos now of, or at least 2, maybe 3, I don't know. We'll see. Of fucking about with the Defender and the freeloader again before I can finally get back to what I want to do, which is work on the bloody Trike. Oh, never mind. These things are sent to try us. Fuck off. They're sent to try me anyway. Alright, back in a bit. Well, I thought I'd take these brake pads out before I go. Where's the state of those? I say 2 years old, that's rotted to bits. That one's a little bit better. Nothing usable again though. Pins aren't too bad. Got one brake pad out so far. If you look, that is worn in a really odd way. You can feel it's much thicker there, and thinner there, and all over the place. Very odd. Right, I've got to try and get the other one out now. Well, this side appears to have been doing all the work. What little there was. Look at it, it's all over the place. What a mess. Oh, there we go, that's those buggers out. There's no damage done anywhere. The nice lovely new caliper is still nice and lovely and new. If a bit iffy around the edges. Brilliant. Oh, well, that's helpful anyway. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow when I'll be back here taking this off and these. I have to obviously get the entire hub off so I can replace the disc, or replace what's left of the disc. What a mess. That's hilarious. Back to work. And I've just spent 2 hours, even I can't fucking believe this, getting this little twat out. Both of these caliper bolts have worn splines on them. They're supposed to be 1/2 inch, 13 mil. All that would do would grip a teeny bit and then spin. I'm about to hammer a 12 mil socket over the bastards to get them off, which is pretty easy with the bottom one that sits down here. No problem at all. Top one's up here. Behind it, you've got a bloody spring. So you've got absolutely no fucking room to get to anything. What a twat. Look at that, it's completely massacred and I've mullered it completely. There you go. But it's out. and I have brand new ones sitting there. Excuse me, that will be going back in. I've already undone these, so I can take the drive shaft out. Then we can undo the nuts inside holding. Let's just take these out while I'm sitting here. Yeah, then all we've got to do is undo the big nuts holding the bearings in place and slide this hub off, and then have great fun trying to undo the bolts inside there that hold the disc on. Right, there we go. Well, there's something else I didn't expect. Listen to that. Either a very dry bearing or a worn bearing, which is fine. I have new bearings. I have one new set, which I was saving for the front of the trike, but fuck it. Looks like they're going to be going on there. Well, here we are, finally bloody off. Only took half an hour of beating the shit out of it before it finally let go. And yeah, we do have a necker bearing. It's this back one, notchy. So I can see the seals knackered anyway. Obviously been letting water in there. So that will have to come out. As I say, I do have spares. Another little job to do before it goes back on. Well, hey. Fucking thing. Right, let's get on and get this bloody out of the way. Yeah, there we go, there's the proof. It's all rusty. Still greasy, but it's rusty. And the same with the bearings themselves. You rust on them. Yeah, that seal had gone. There again, I'm not sure if I've ever replaced the wheel bearings on this side at the back. And I've done the other side at the back before now. I've done both the front one, but I'm not sure if I've ever done this back one. I don't think it's ever needed it in the past, but there you go. Well, there we go. Bearing races both out. Yeah, front one's absolutely fine. Back one, as you can see, covered in rust. Lovely. Now this is going to be a weird experience for me. I've never put bearings in before using a press because I've never had one in the past. I've always just had to beat them in. Normally using the old bearing upside down on top of the new one and block of wood and whatever and belt the thing in. But I don't need to do that because I have a proper press with proper bits to assist me in putting these in. Right, that's about to give this a clean up and then go and do that. Once I found some brake cleaner, I know some here somewhere. Another little job before I get on with the bearings. I just cleaned all the rust off the back end of this. And as you can see, it's had a swift rust treatment. Just to give it a fighting chance when it goes back on. Bloody thing. There again, it has been on there. What, 25, 26, no, 27 years nearly now, isn't it? That's not bad going. Right. Might have to leave this now. Dry off. We shall see if I can be asked to wait. Well, I must say that was bloody easy putting those bearings in with that press. No shouting, swearing, nothing, just went straight in. Beautiful. Having the correct size mandrel helps as well. So there we go, it's back on. All I've got to do is clean the disc up and chuck the caliper back on. I'm going to do in a minute. I'm going to put it back on with a couple of new fucking caliper bolts. So I've got half a chance when I come to take them off again, whenever. If I do need to, that is. Bloody thing. Right, there we go. Get those done quickly. Well, that's me done for now. Completely done in as well. He's all finished. All back on, buttoned up. Now I've got to decide tonight whether I'm going to do the other side or not. I don't know what the fuck I might find. If I do find anything else like the wheel bearings, I haven't got any more wheel bearings, that was it. That was my one and only spare set. Oh well, we shall see. I think that'll do for this video. So, thanks for watching. And I'll see you later. Cheers.